And so much happened in this game, but one of the real big moments obviously was your pass to Justin there with about a minute left when he scored that open layup. Will you just talk about that, take us through that?
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily sure if they were going to continue to trap or, double me in the post, and they ended up sticking with it, even that late in the game. And I got one to Isaiah earlier in the game, so I was, especially looking for the big guy coming across or the guard diving. And, I took one dribble out, tried to keep my composure, not get ripped or anything. And JMR made the right cut and made it really easy for me to get it to him. And God told me to laid it up. And we needed that one.
Semaj, how were you guys able to come back from a 13-point deficit to win this game?
I think it's staying together. Every time, out of every chance we get, we try to get together and talk and make sure we figure out what we need to do on the next play. But the key was to stand together and going on to the next play.
Seemed like you sensed though that you could get to the basket and draw the fouls repeatedly, and that was kind of what you just did the rest of the way.
Yeah, just staying aggressive. Just trying to play downhill, staying aggressive, and hopefully the refs give me the call. Yeah, just playing hard, but staying aggressive.
Are there points in games and times, Semaj, when you feel like the team needs a lift and somebody individually just has to kind of put their head down and kind of take over a little bit?
Not really. I feel like they trust me to make plays, so when I get the ball, I just do what I normally do, try to attack the basket, lay the ball up or get fouled.
I know you've been working on your free throws a lot. Is tonight an example of all the hard work you've put in lately?
It's paying off a little bit. I missed a couple later in the game, but it's paying off. Keep working on it.
You made that three-pointer with about 5 minutes left. That gave you guys the first lead since early in the first half. Talk about that three. It seemed like it was pretty far beyond the arc.
I just took an open shot. That's what we talked about, stepping up, playing with confidence, and I had an open opportunity to make a shot, so I shot with confidence.
Edie, how big was this when you fall behind as many points as you did, you kind of rally and find a way to kind of get the crowd going, get your energy going, and to come back and win a game like this?
I think it was a great win for us, as a team, especially after we've been through the season, losing 3 in a row, winning a game against Bowling Green. That was pretty tough, and this one where we were down most of the game. I think this is a good experience for us, especially going into the rest of the season.
Matt, why do you think it takes you guys so long to kind of find your stride? I mean, you eventually find it, but it's turnovers and then rebounds, and it's a combination of both.
I think it's just a little bit of sort of, putting everything together. At the beginning of the game, a lot of the time we try to focus on one thing and sort of lose incorporating all the other aspects. And, for the first half for us, it was kind of, missing the easy shots. We were getting stops, hitting a couple tough ones, but for the most part, we were playing good defense, and we were getting the ball where we wanted it, the box, getting really close to the hoop, and just weren't finishing, myself included, being one of the biggest, culprits of that. And in the second half, we were able to, as Semaj said, stick together and, sort of get it all together. And that's one of the things we need to do going with games forward is, be ready at the start of the game and not lose focus in any one aspect.
On their last shot, I guess you guys are assuming Valentine's going to be the one to take it. What's in your minds defensively at that point?
Don't foul.
Yeah, don't foul. How they were lined up, me and Semaj made a decision that we were going to switch that down screen just because, either one of those guys can knock down a 3 and it would just be the best decision possible at that time. He had a pretty good look for how he shoots, so we're just making sure everything's going in, just give our best effort.
Dee, when you play a big game like this coming weekend, at what point do you put this one behind you and start thinking about, what is a big game on Saturday night?
Right now, we're just enjoying this one. It's a great team win, and we get back to that whenever Coach says it's time for it.
Well, we certainly don't seem to do things very easily. I give a lot of credit to Evansville. I thought in the first half, we were, the majority of the game, they're really efficient on offense. They always have 4 kids on the floor that can shoot the ball, that can stretch the defense, they're in constant motion, and we knew that coming in. Good. You know, I'm proud of our players for being able to be as resilient as they were, to be down, whatever it was, 13 points with 12 minutes to go. I thought the press ignited us a little bit. We thought we really handled their post traps well. It turned out to be the winning basket by Matt Stainbrook getting trapped and finding Justin Moore on the opposite block. But again, got to rebound the basketball better. It's been the fourth game in a row we've been out rebounded. We've got to figure something out. So, questions?
It seems like the team has, great spurts and then spurts where you're kind of pulling your hair out.
I don't have any here.
If you had any. I asked Matt about it earlier, but he said that the focus is on one thing and not everything. So how would you kind of explain kind of the, just like flat, and then huge burst of energy?
Probably a little bit of youth, probably playing together, a month and a half into the season. We've got to grow from the situation. There's something to be said for winning close games, but, with all due respect to Evansville, I thought we were superior physically, but basketball is more of a physical game, and we've got to do a much better job of being consistent with rebounding effort, taking care of the ball. Again, we had 8 or 9 turnovers in the first half. Be a team that's more ready to play from the very beginning of the game, and not find ourselves in these holes that we have to dig ourselves out of. So again, this is a growing time for our basketball team. We're very fortunate that we're leaving here with a win tonight rather than trying to learn from a loss, because there are some things we need to learn quickly.
Coach, this is your first time seeing Evansville, not only as a coach, but also as a player. Was this game kind of reflection of the rivalry back in the early 90s?
Well, it's lost a lot of familiarity, certainly from the player standpoint. I'm sure there's a lot of older fans that remember the great games that were played years ago. Marty and I certainly remember, the battles that the two programs have had. But from a coaching standpoint on the Xavier side, Evansville reminds me a lot of the teams that I played for. They really share the ball. They don't pressure the basketball on defense. They really try to, crowd the paint, let certain guys shoot. They try to play mind games with the opponent a little bit. I thought we had some open shots, and our guys hesitated. And, certainly we probably have more drivers than shooters on this team. That's how we used to play when I played for him. So, Marty's a reflection of how Evansville used to play. And I think he's got a very, very good group of young players that are only going to grow together.
Any plans on renewing the rivalry and extended series at some point?
Maybe not after this game, shove those guys back down 71-64. I don't know.
What were you guys able to do on DJ in the first half to hold him to 2 points?
He's a really good player. But we felt like he goes left almost every time he scores. He does a really good job of using his body to create separation, to get space, to get his shot off. I said it before we played him, and that is he does a great job of curling and using stagger screens to free himself. I thought our guys had a really good chasing mindset on him, and really try to take his left hand away as best we could. That's what we tried to do again. I thought he missed a couple open ones, but for the most part, I thought we were there when we needed him.
Can you talk about how Dee's responded since the Bahamas and what he's kind of given you, especially offensively, the last 2 games?
Dee's responded very, very well. He's playing really hard defensively. Great job of pushing the ball and making the right decision. He had, one glaring turnover that everybody in the building saw. I know he wants that one back. But other than that, the decision he made tonight, were spot on. So, again, he's a competitor. Came back from Bahamas, didn't like the way he played. He's been a big spark for our team these last 2 games. That's who we need him to be.
What can Jalen do to minimize fouls and be more effective?
Jalen has to get accustomed to the speed of the game. I want to be able to keep him in there for an extended period of time. We have some, James Farr is playing really, really well. Matt Stainbrook is, you know, one of our better players. And so it's, you know, Jalen's got to, when he gets in there, adjust to the speed of the game. And it seems like, you know, he's one step behind at times, and you know, whether that's when he goes to rebound the ball, not squeezing it. And so he's just learning the hard way. He's a really talented player. And we're going to need him down the line because after the practice has to, you know, continue to be where it's at. And his times are going to come.
How much can you guys use this game and the last one sort of as springboard going into Saturday's game?
You always want to have confidence. You know, I feel this team has grown in close games. We're able to, you know, make some winning plays down the stretch. Certainly don't want to be in that situation, but our team maybe a year ago doesn't finish these type of games, you know, loses these type of games. So it's really good to see us being able to get a defensive stop, to see Justin Martin come over and make a key block to end the game. You know, for Matt Stainbrook to go to the free throw line, maybe both of his, and Semaj to be able to draw a foul and go 13 to 17 from the free throw line. So hopefully that gives us a lot of confidence when we're in close games to be able to make those plays down the stretch. We don't need any type of springboard, positive, negative, heading into a game like the Cincinnati game.